to know you. You are going to create a Google Slides presentation. In Google Classroom, I've individually shared a slides presentation with each of you. You will access that and you'll work inside it, and I will follow along and help you out. What goes in these Google Slides? You're going to provide details about yourself. Social studies can wait. Government and economics can wait. Let's use these first weeks to practice routines and procedures and get to know a little bit about each other. I would like to know you, but more importantly, the students in the class would like to know you. Everyone around this room is new to Vantage. You're all in a new place. You may have some friends from your old schools. They may be in this room, but more than likely, everyone in this room and in most rooms is meeting new people. It's not always easy to do that. It can be scary. Most of you have never really been to a new school before, and now every single one of you is. So to make it easy to jumpstart the process, let's do a presentation on ourselves and help us reach out to each other, make connections with each other, make it easier to make new friends from different schools. So I would like to know you, but more importantly, everyone wants to know a little bit about everyone so that we can slowly make those connections and bridge the gap and bridge the divide. And if we make a decent connection now, we'll have a great year. And it starts with a Google Slides presentation. Last but not least, like, why does he have a guy painting? Well, I like to use Google Slides as a canvas. And I will tell you more about that as we go. It's not just put a bunch of bullet point text on a screen. Try to tell a story with pictures. Picture book. Explain it to a 5-year-old. We don't want paragraphs. Give me the visuals. So you will open the shared presentation template in Google Classroom. You go in Google Classroom, there'll be one, you click on it. Each of you have an individual one shared with you. And you will create your presentation. You will fulfill all the things in the rubric, the text, pictures. You'll prepare to speak. Then you're going to load it on the board on presentation day. But here is the twist. Because it is the beginning of the year, and I know that we struggle with public speaking, and you don't want to go out in front of the room by yourself and explain yourself. What you will do is you'll go with a partner. You'll stand in front of your presentation, and the partner is going to look at what you have provided on the screen, be it the pictures or the text, and they'll ask you about it and interview you about it, and you'll explain each slide. Rather than you going up and saying hello, go up, and then the person interacting with you will just say, hey, well, why did you put this picture, or what's this here, or you said you did this. It's much more of an interview, a conversation, and the class can listen to the interview, the conversation, the, 2-minute podcast, if you will, with visuals, and they'll get a better idea of you. So a little less stress, a little less tension, because you're going to have someone up there with you, and that person's going to be guiding you through. And if you're like, oh, I don't know how to interview somebody, just ask them questions. Look at what you see and say, why did you do that? And once you start asking a couple questions, the conversation will often happen. And the interviewer gets kind of the trick of, oh, here's how this is going to work. So what's going to go into this get to know you presentation? Pretty simple. We want a title slide. Simple, easy. You got it. First slide. This is my bio, or whatever you want to do. It's up to you. The best title slide get the best score. The this is my bio probably gets the lowest score. Second slide, want you to present information on your home school. Text, visuals. Again, the second slide that a student creates, that's the most dynamic and best, is going to get the best score. And if your second slide is, I went to Delphos St. John's, next slide, probably not going to get a big score. Number 3, this is where you will discuss sports. Maybe you are a sports fan. Maybe you participate in sports. It's up to you what you want to put in here. Any extracurriculars that you're involved in, jobs, any of your hobbies, your family, really kind of a miscellaneous category. Really, basically what we're talking about is once that bell rings, what you doing? What have you been doing all summer? Number 4, here you can discuss art entertainment, any art that you like, cartoons, TV shows, movies, books. painting, theater, bands, you name it. It's up to you. These are bands I like. This is a band I'm in. I play in the band. I like to draw. This is my favorite graphic novel. It's up to you. Whether you do it, someone else does it, you put it on the slide, put some text there, be ready to explain why did you select that. I'm a big wrestling fan. No, I am. I'm a big wrestling fan. But I could put wrestling on there because that is entertainment. WWE, AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling. I might put that on my slide. Number 5, we'll change things up. Here, because often people want to talk about the best of something, and this could be a good conversation for the interviewer. What's the worst movie or TV show? Inspire some people up. As soon as you start doing this is going to rile the crowd, get the audience fired up, wake your classmates up, because inevitably you are going to mention a show or movie that they like. And it's one thing to say, I like this. You're like, whatever. But if you say, this one's dumb, and the person out there really likes that show, they're awake now. May have lost a friend, or maybe you're going to make a new friend through this conversation. But number 5 on this slide, you can do multiple movies or shows. What do you think is the worst movie or the worst TV show? Because there are plenty of them. I watch plenty of them. I have a 5-year-old son, and his selection of TV shows, not the best. Movies. Truth be told, most of these kids' movies that come out today are terrible. Some are good. Garfield was pretty good. Really like that one. Harold and the Purple Crayon, pretty good. Critics hated it. I really enjoyed it. You may say, Harold and the Purple Crayon, get out of here. That was dumb. Okay. Last but not least, because the easiest way to connect to a teenager's heart. I know this. And if you want to make friends, you should know this. You want to connect to the heart, connect to the stomach. What's your favorite restaurant? Discuss your favorite restaurant or restaurants. It's an easy way to make connections with your classmates. Sharing over the love of food. And then maybe you'll go to that restaurant together someday and you'll eat. And that's where conversations happen. Kind of what families used to do. You'd sit and eat over food, and that's how you learned about each other. You would have these dinner discussions. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. Some say the dinner table is the cornerstone of conversation and civilization. It's where we learn about each other. That's where we bond. Maybe that's one of the problems in America today. So we'll start to solve all of America's problems and bring the conversation and civility back by simply listing your favorite restaurant. Put me on the spot. What's my favorite restaurant? You know what? I'm kind of in this Dayton style pizza mode. So Casano's, Pizza King, thin cracker crust pizza. Also like Columbus style pizza. Grandma's, granddad's. That's where I stand. You ever had that type of pizza? It's thin crust, not this tavern style Northwest Putnam County pizza where big doughy. It's not too doughy, but every pizza place makes the same. I'll avoid the pizza rant. You're going to hear that a lot. You're going to hear a lot of pizza rants. Get used to it as you get to know me. But I want to get to know you. And in your presentation, slide design matters. Do your best to make your slides clean and attractive. What's clean and attractive mean? Well, first of all, contrast is key. And you can see that on the pictures to the right. You have light colored text against a bold background. Strawberry is the new Frosty. That's white, and there's a dark color behind it. There's contrast between the text and the background. It's easy to read. Yellow on red in the bottom is the most contrasting colors possible. The red jumps out of the yellow. So when you are doing your text, try to always have contrast. Don't blend the colors too much because then it becomes hard to see the pictures or the text. Always think of a billboard or a YouTube thumbnail when you're designing a slide. You want to know if your slide looks good? If you want to know if your slide is getting the information across? Well, think about the people designing a billboard as people are flying by at 70 miles per hour. They've got to catch their eye. They've got to put the text in the right spot. Arrange things symmetrically. Design it perfectly so that your eyeball knows exactly where to go. It avoids giant big blank spaces. There's some blank spots in that Wendy's ad, but they're spaced out perfectly so that your eyeball goes to the text, then it goes to the shake, then maybe you look at the fruit. But Wendy's doesn't really care about the fruit, they're just filling in space. They don't care about fruit. They want you to read the text, they want you to see the ice cream and the logo. And the fruit's just there. Bottom right, again, everything's spaced out, everything stands out. That's how you do it. Less text, more pictures. Do not write a block of text. Do not write a paragraph. Do not write a novel. We don't need a lot of words on the screen. No one reads the words on the screen. How many words do I have on the screen after the title? I got slide design 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 words. There are 17 words and pictures. If the text is not enough, that's what I'm here to speak. Less text, more pictures, more speaky. That's fine if you add a bunch of text, but always try to do your best when designing slides. Don't put a lot of words on it. Always try to go with more pictures, not too many pictures. And then if you are a master craftsman of the Google Slides, then add some animations. Really juice this baby up. The better the slide, the better the score. What is the rubric for the Getting to Know You Slides presentation? Great question. So we're always going to grade on a curve for our projects and presentations. Quizzes and assessments is going to be different. That's be just, did you get the question right or wrong? But when we're doing these rubrics, and I am pretty lax, and I'm not very hardcore and very critical when doing these presentations. So rest easy that it's not like this crazy do or die final presentation so that I can go on to the 12th grade. We grade on the curve, basically design-wise, it's going to be from 1 to 5 points. Does it look like a billboard? Does it look like a thumbnail? 1 to 5 points. Information. Did you get the information across that the audience needs to hear? Is there enough information in your Google Slides to get the basic points? 1 being the worst, 5 being the highest. Presentation. Once you get up there and present, how good was your presentation? You are really good at speaking in front of the crowd. All right, you're going to get 5. The rest of us, oh no, I'm not good at speaking. That's fine. I'm not going to hammer you. If you go up there and speak, you're going to be fine. Are you going to get a perfect score? No, that goes to the perfect student. And then last in our rubric, did you complete all the slides? Yes or no? If you got all the things done that I asked you to do, that's just 5 auto. All right, so how does the curve work? So if we're talking about design, someone's PowerPoint or Google Slides was just really awesome. Perfect billboard, everything was right, they get 5 points. Let's say another one did a really good job too. Okay, 5. Now, in comparison, if you did a good job, but just you weren't a superstar, you're going to get 4. And most people will get around 4s. Then, if we're talking about design, you tried, you didn't really try that hard, but you went through the motions, you followed along, you participated, you get a 3. A lot of us will live in the 4 range, some will be in the 3 range, and then the simple 0 to 2 is if you just didn't try. So again, with information, you gave a lot of really great information. All right, best in class. If you gave good information, just not as much as the superstar, then you get a 4. If you gave it a try, but you clearly left some stuff out, that's probably a 3. But again, most people live in that 4 range. And then again, if you just didn't try. So you get how it works. If you don't try, that's how you fail. If you try and give effort, you're going to end up in C to B range easily. More than likely B minus range. And then the perfect scores will go to the people who really just knock it out of the park. Pretty simple, right, folks? All right. Oh, wait, we're doing this again? Yeah, we are. C24, Mr. Dietrich's routines and procedures. Come in, put your phone in the sleeve. The number corresponds with the seat at your desk. That's also the Chromebook that you'll grab. Get your notepad out. Then it's I do lecture. Then the activity, you do. This is a time where you maybe use the restroom. First period, you gotta go get that PC out of the Chromebook. 7th period, when we're done working, you gotta put that Chromebook away. Put your chair on the desk. Once all of your work's done, and Mr. Dietrich's needs and wants are satisfied, then yes, you may grab your phone, 2 to 3 minutes. Usually not more than that. Most of the time, just before the bell rings, grab that phone and go, it is a no phone zone. Get on the phone during the hallway. Get on in the morning. All those other times. All right, get rolling on your activity. Awesome.